Welcome back to Proceeding Onward in America.
POA.
Gotcha. Well, we just finished our orientation and everything looks to be okay, but we've been told that because of the weather out here, harvesting hasn't really started yet. So all the work campers that are waiting to do some work are just sitting around doing nothing.
The weather has not been cooperating. It is actually raining right now, as you can probably hear some of it. So we don't even know when we're going to start, and we're late arrivals.
So let's see how this works out. We'll let you know. On this episode on Proceeding Onward in America. And this is for the left side, and this for the right side. That's correct. Beet.
This is a sugar beet.
Where you get sugar from.
Yeah. So.
And that flat door opens up.
You're not even looking at me. It's like going down further and further and further. So before we show you all the equipment, we wanted to show you some of the things that they highlighted during our orientation. There is a thing called pre-piling, and it talks about the hours that they work and that there's no premium pay on the weekends. At some of the locations, pre-piling can start in July. This sheet is the pay rates from 2019. There was a salary increase in 2020 for new hires and other positions. The harvest typically starts October 1st. This is where the real money comes from. After your first 8 hours, the last 4 hours of your shift includes time and a half. Premium pay usually starts on Saturdays during the main harvest, where you get paid time and a half. And then on Sundays, when you work, the premium pay goes to double time. It is important to note that you will not be paid double time on Sundays unless you work all your hours during the week.
We highly recommend wearing layers of clothing, good rain jacket, and work gloves, along with good boots, because it will be muddy, and maybe even ear protection for loud environments.
All right, let's go show you what it looks like. Just know every site can be different.
Today we are at our new work site for the sugar beets harvest.
Yes, we're in Scandia. Hi.
Hello.
Scandia?
I don't know.
Well, it's right there. Whatever.
But let us give you a tour of our work site.
And all the equipment that we'll be using for sugar beet harvest.
This is a sugar beet.
This is a sugar beet.
Where you get sugar from.
Yeah. So apparently they put them in piles. You're not even looking at me anymore. It's like going down further and further and further. So the farmers will harvest the fields, place the beets in the trucks, and the trucks come over to us.
As the trucks come in to this weight station right here, this lovely shaft up here, if it's too cold, we'll test the beets to make sure that they're not frostbite. And then they come in on the right hand side and they leave on this left hand side to get reweighed for how much beets they had dumped into our lovely machine. Over here is where they have to drive all the way to those two pilers right there, and these is what the pilers look like, from the boom to the mud return all the way to where they drop the beets at. The truck comes through here and dumps the sugar beets onto the conveyor belt, and that flat door opens up. This flat door she's standing on opens up, and the conveyor belt moves, and it goes in there onto a belt and straight up to the top. And then once it gets to the top,
It's aggregate.
it gets shuffled up so we can get the dirt off of it.
Sometimes the trucker will hand you a sample ticket, and you're going to have to take a sample from their load.
Stick it in a sample bag, with the barcode facing out, goes down and out. And then And then you'll pick the bag. Pick it up on there.
Wait for the light and then push the start button. On some pilers, it is on the side.
And this is for the left side, and this for the right side.
That's correct, yep.
Okay.
And this is your emergency stop switch, extremely important. Your trouble light, that's the whirling light on top of the cab. If you ever have a breakdown or get in trouble, you turn that on.
Okay.
Your horn that, you know, alerts everybody down there that you're about to start the machine.
Okay.
Inside light, this is your directional lights, like look down there at that box. See it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's your directional lights. This controls the boom swing. Normally up here in the cab, we don't have to mess with this. It's controlled from down there.
Okay.
Your left end dump, your right end dump. That turns the conveyor on.
Okay, for both
And
ends.
then this turns on the boom, this turns on the dirt screens, this turns on the main conveyor.
Okay.
This, you don't just go dip, dip, dip like that to start the machine up. You got to do it sequentially, slowly, so that the beets don't get clogged up in there.
Okay.
Okay. Here's your hydraulics. This is to run your tracks. You can run the whole machine forward and backward.
Okay.
And raise and lower the boom. You can turn on the dirt conveyors that take the dirt out and dump them in the trucks.
Okay.
You don't do that from here either.
If you're on the left side of the piler, you use this device to return the dirt. And if you're on the right side, you press this button. Try to get the truck as close to this as you can. That way you can load the dirt into the truck. All the dirt and mud that's fallen off from the beets after it was shooken up inside. The truck will then go all the way to the weigh station, get weighed out, and then leave. This is what we use to scrape up any of the mud that comes off the conveyor belt or anywhere else that lands on the ground, and then we'll shovel it towards the piler. One, saves you from slipping and sliding and getting hurt, and two, keeps the area clean. But three, most importantly, if it goes towards this right here, if it goes towards the piler, it will, once the piler moves, you'll have this little area that somebody else will come up and pick up all the dirt. So it keeps the area clean, because this will move forward and backwards.
And after the beets get shuffled, they get shot out on this long boom, but we raise it to about 20 feet high so they can get shot out from the top and create this mountain of beets. Well, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the footage of our new job.
And us doing the sugar beet harvest. And hopefully it helps you figure out some of if you want to do this in the future too.
It seems like a great opportunity. This year was a little bit screwed over because of the weather, but we still got a couple of days in it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, so make sure you keep following us on
Facebook,
Instagram,
Twitter,
and don't forget to become our Patreon.
so we can make more videos like this.
Yep, and also make sure you subscribe
And give us a thumbs up.
and ring that bell.
All
And
right.
comment down below if you've had experiences as well, or if you're interested in knowing more about the sugar beet harvest.
All right, until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
On the next episode. It's huge! What's it taste like? I thought I did good! Look at these lovely safety glasses. Ooh, so stylish right here. Ooh, ooh, ooh.